For Tottenham Hotspur, finds Lo Celso. Lo Celso infield to Son. It's back with Giovanni Lo Celso, who rather scrappily loses possession. His manager won't be impressed with that. Here's Richarlison down the right-hand side for Everton. He's got Harry Winks nipping at his heels. Winks wins the ball back. Son. There's Sissoko, back to Harry Winks, right tight to the left-hand touchline, right in front of his manager, Jose Mourinho. Now Ben Davies rolls it to Eric Dyer, and they can open up down the right-hand side here, Tottenham. Here's Moussa Sissoko. Options are on the right-hand side on the halfway line, Serge Aurier. Back it goes to Alderweireld. Jan Vertonghen is on the bench today. Looks like he's going to be leaving the club after the end of this extended season. Alderweireld is in for Davinson Sanchez, who's also on the bench. No Dele Alli in the 20 today, protected with a hamstring problem that he suffered against Sheffield United. Tom Davies challenging for Everton, level with the edge of the penalty area, and Seamus Coleman will have a throw-in for Everton on their right-hand side. There's been a goal already at Wycombe in the League One playoff semi-final second leg. Aaron Paul.
Would you believe it, Arlo? It's a goal for Fleetwood Town. They've been pushing and pressing Wycombe Wanderers for the majority of the 22 minutes we have played, and it's paid off. Danny Andrew with the most sumptuous of finishes from the edge of the area. It flew into the bottom right-hand corner of Ryan Alsop's net. We have a real game on our hands here. Wycombe still lead here, 4-2 on the night. Fleetwood 1-0 up on the night as well. Wycombe 4-2 up on aggro. I do apologise. COVID football. Brilliant here at Adams Park. We're in a drinks break.
Thanks, Aaron. And they're playing for the right to face Oxford United in the final next Monday at Wembley. Oxford having beaten Portsmouth on penalties a little earlier on. Throw into Everton, 20 yards inside that Tottenham Hotspur half on the left-hand side. Gomez holds possession so well, the former Barcelona man. Here's Michael Keane, who was a colossus against Leicester in that 2-1 victory last week. Tom Davies rolls the ball all the way back to Jordan Pickford in all yellow on the edge of his own penalty area, and now it's Holgate who's enjoying, and perhaps a player we didn't talk about with Kelly and Leon before the game in terms of young, exciting English talent. Holgate, only 23, is having a terrific time of it at centre-back for Everton.
Yeah, I think you would have to throw him in there. It's a really important season for him this season. Yerry Mina as well, keeping him out of the team. Looks like this is Ancelotti's preferred partnership at this moment in time.
11 minutes in, 5 Live Sport, Spurs 0, Everton 0. Long ball forward by Eric Dyer. It falls kindly for Harry Kane. He finds Son on the edge of the penalty area, trying to work room for a shot, but he's crowded out, turns around, keeps possession, and they start again here near the halfway line through Toby Alderweireld, but he's forced square to Eric Dyer. The Everton 23 working hard. Terrific though by Calvert-Lewin provides a bit of space here for Eric Dyer. Diagonal ball towards Serge Aurier is massively overhit and harmlessly behind for a goal kick.
Yep, Dyer that. It was on the crossfield ball to Aurier from left to right, just holds a hand up and apologises. The Spurs had that bright start, first couple of moments, just lost a bit of momentum. Harry Kane, their focal point up top, and then we see Son playing narrow off the left and Lucas Moura narrow off the right, when he'll be looking to hit Kane and get those two players as runners off him, play off his touches.
Well, Mason Holgate takes the goal kick back into the 6-yard box to his goalkeeper nicely from the back, but it was a slightly loose ball by Holgate. Davies did well to deal with it and find Richarlison. He's had his heel clipped by Ben Davies, right close, tight to the right touchline, just inside the Spurs half. Richarlison has taken a couple of heavy challenges so far. It's an Everton free kick.
Yeah, he gets his body in well once again. That's your role as a centre forward. He was outnumbered going towards the touchline. Just by a free kick,
which Everton takes short. Here's Tom Davies with a blonde ponytail on the right-hand side, finds his midfield partner Gomez. He avoids the challenge of Lucas Moura, sends it out to the left, and Gylfi Sigurdsson, who scored from the penalty spot in that victory over Leicester City, which ended a run of 19 without a goal in the Premier League. Michael Keane, right-hand side, patient build-up play by Everton. Left-footed ball out towards Digne by Gomez, is intercepted by the Spurs right-back Serge Aurier. Everton have it back, though, in their own half through Mason Holgate. 13 and a half minutes in. 0-0 here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Alex Iwobi, nice combination with Digne. It's in the Spurs half. Gomez out to the left-hand touchline, and Alex Iwobi again. Digne available down the left-hand side. He goes diagonally into the penalty area, looking for Calvert-Lewin. Hacked clear by Alderweireld, only as far as Gylfi Sigurdsson, who plays it into the feet of Calvert-Lewin, 5 yards or so outside the penalty area, but it's offside, and Spurs have a free kick. Sigurdsson, of course, formerly of Tottenham Hotspur.
Yes, Spurs getting so deep there. Every player well behind the ball, halfway into the Everton half, and when the ball was cleared by Spurs, Everton just picked the ball up, and another wave of attack from Everton.
Well, the front two for Everton have been in terrific form. 11 goals in the last 12 Premier League games in combination, and Calvert-Lewin, since Boxing Day when Carlo Ancelotti took over, has 8 in the Premier League. Only Anthony Martial has more. So something's working quite nicely between those two up top. Ancelotti calls them dynamic, and they do work very hard as a first line of defence as well. Spurs in possession. It's a square ball by Lo Celso to his centre-back, Toby Alderweireld, who crosses the halfway line. Tottenham attacking from right to left, defending the south stand. As we look at the action here, Eric Dyer, right-footed, side-footed out to Ben Davies on the left-hand side, closed down by Tom Davies. Infield he goes to Harry Winks. He's forced back to Eric Dyer by a very energetic Richarlison. Here's Alderweireld again. It seems that Everton are happy for him to have the ball as a centre-back rather than Eric Dyer. Here's Aurier in the right-hand side, and it's a very organised bank of 2 and 4 that they have to play through here in the blue shirts of Everton. Eric Dyer, square it goes again in the Spurs half to Toby Alderweireld. What are the options ahead of him? He finds Lucas Moura right on the halfway line, right-hand side for Tottenham. He's forced back again. Very well played by Everton, an organised outfit. But Tottenham showing patience until that ball out to the left-hand side by Harry Winks, intercepted by Seamus Coleman. Combative play by Tom Davies. Another foul is it on Richarlison, right on the halfway line by Harry Winks, and Graham Scott is going to have a word.
It must be the third or fourth time he's been fouled, but patient defending from Everton, set up in the 4-4-2, happy to let Spurs have the ball, but Spurs moving the ball without any real purpose there, and Everton just shuffling across and making it very difficult for their midfield to be played through. Very narrow, the 4 in the middle of the field.
No yellow card there for Harry Winks, but you get the sense that Graham Scott won't stand for too many more challenges like that on Richarlison. I think he's been left in a crumpled heap on the ground 3 times in the game so far. That's only 16 minutes old. Possibilities here on the counter-attack though for Everton. Calvert-Lewin out on the right-hand side corner of the penalty area to Seamus Coleman. 3 blue shirts to aim for, but he goes square to Gomez, and the impetus is lost somewhat, but that's a good ball by Davies into the penalty area to Calvert-Lewin again. Back it goes to Tom Davies with his socks at half-mast and white boots on. Gomez, square it goes to Sigurdsson. He's closed down immediately by Lucas Moura, who fouls the Iceland international. I felt there that Everton perhaps had the possibility to get the ball in the area with a 3-on-3.
Yeah, absolutely right. And they have that physical presence up top where they can just load the ball in. Overplaying there. Wasn't the best ball, was it? Wrapped into Sigurdsson from Gomez. Fired in from about 15 yards. He actually did well to win the free kick. Halfway into Spurs' half.
Well, Gylfi Sigurdsson with the right foot is over this free kick. It's a long way out. Too far for a shot, I would have thought. 2-man wall. He takes it short. Digne sends a angle ball towards the chest of Seamus Coleman. He's got Moussa Sissoko for company. Sissoko does well, forces Coleman all the way back to Mason Holgate, and then it ends up back Gomez, at the goalkeeper. And the impetus
didn't work a good enough angle, Everton, to get the ball in. Once again,